Well, it's Father's Day weekend, and Black parents have been banding together as conversations on racism takes the world by storm. The question is what do you tell your kids, and what conversation do parents need to have? Well, I'm joined by Tanya Hales, founder of Black Moms Connection, and Ed Gough Jr., fatherhood and manhood advocate, as well as the host of the Dr. Vibe Show. Ed, I want to start with you first. What does it mean for you to be a Black father in Canada?
What it means right now, it's a great day and a great time, but it's also a challenging time for many Black fathers. Been hit with a double whammy. There's the COVID-19 and also the unemployment that is out there and the racism. So it's just amplified a situation that many Black fathers in Canada are experiencing.
So what kind of conversations are you having with your kids then?
Well, with kids, everything about, of course, they're watching the TV and sitting down, and many Black parents, we have to have the talk. And for those who don't know what the talk is, just because of time, it's basically how to navigate yourself in a world that doesn't look like you and sometimes having to face racism. And now we have to have an additional talk because now they're seeing it all the time and they're asking questions on, one young parent the other day came to me and said, my young son came up to me and said, Mommy, how can I trust someone before I ask them a question?
Those support groups are very critical for parents. Ed, talk to me about that.
Well, it's very important. Again, at this time, it's only amplified, but many of the fathers that I mentor, their three biggest challenges are employment, housing, and mental health. And right now, they're needing each other more than ever. I was sharing with a father the other day who's going through a tough time because of COVID. He hasn't had a face-to-face conversation with another Black dad for the last 3.5 months.
Wow. That difficulty.
And it's really hard. And it's not only hard for our parents to explain to their children, but we're trying to navigate it as parents ourselves.
What do they need to know to sort of help them navigate the questions that they're going to be getting from their kids?
Well, I think what they should navigate with each other because no one has all the answers. And we're learning through this situation and time during the history of the world. So they need to keep it tight with each other, whether it's phone, FaceTime, etc. Eventually, we'll get back to face-to-face, but we have to do it communal-wise. It's a community. We are a village. Our African heritage is village, and that's the way we're going to get through this, is acting as a village. We're going to have some good days, but we just got to make sure we have more good days than bad days, and if we have a bad day, we have the support system, family and other members of the community to keep us up.
Ed, talk to me about your thoughts on the gaps, what we're missing here.
I think the gaps are many, just like Tanya said. I'll just see if I can add on because she did such a great job. I think, first of all, Black parents, put yourself in those conversations at the educational level. You have to show up because if you don't show up, you're going to be taken for granted. So what is happening in the Peel region in Ontario, we need more of that right across the board. Another thing, too, is if you have white friends, white allies, see if they're willing to have that difficult conversation. Over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've had a number of different conversations with white friends, white allies, and it's brought light to them of some of the things that they haven't realized that are going on. But it can't just stop there. The conversations is one piece. The next thing is the action. So whether it's at the friends level or the corporate level, it's key. But it all starts with each one of us.